What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Unmasked podcast. What do you recommend them do or not do as far as like coming out of high school and pursuing a career someday? You know how the mics work, right?
No. What do you mean?
Just normal. I'm just fucking with you, man. Just getting you loose, Wade. Just getting you fucking loose.
Damn.
Never mind.
It's worse than fighting.
I think so too, to be honest with you. Yeah. All right, podcast interview.
Bueno. You have your questions and shit you're going to ask me? Okay, cool.
All it out here.
Yeah? Okay. So obviously when we're done with all the questions, that's when it's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm nervous.
Scared or what?
Yes.
Fuck.
I got time. I'm just asking, like, fuck. Oh, look how veiny I am, bro.
I don't want to fuck the sleeves up, or else I'll show you too. I don't want to scare you away, or else I'll show you too.
All right.
Are you more nervous now?
Boom.
Are you more? Damn, I can't even talk. Are you more nervous now, or than you were the first time or the second time?
Podcast-wise?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, because it's just, I don't know, unexpected. I'm just curious on what questions you're going to ask. I feel like I don't want to make it feel as if it's an interview. It's not.
I know.
It's not. You know what I mean?
I know, but I try.
My mind's giving me that wall right now of fakeness where I gotta put up a front. And I this ain't a job. This is just having fun. You know what I mean?
You know what the craziest part is I feel the same way every single time I come in here, and every single time I come in here, I say, I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be normal. It's gonna be a chill ass interview. It's gonna be a chill ass podcast. It's gonna be hard, just having a conversation. But it's hard because I don't know. It's just like a front. I guess
it's awkward. Bro.
It's awkward. Even us, it's awkward.
Yeah.
And it starts doing hand movements. You see, I don't do this shit when I talk. Like,
it's better though.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm super excited about today's episode. Not only is he a special guest, but he is he's our sponsored fighter, I can say. He is somebody who's definitely put in the fucking work, who's definitely come on here especially and said what he's going to do and actually has done it. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have the reigning 145-pound champion of the 559 promotions. Please, everybody, welcome German back to the podcast.
Thank you for having me, brother.
Cool intro, huh?
It's cool. It's cringy because I can't believe it.
I know it's
cringy.
Cool. I know. I'm sorry, but I'm not like Michael Cole from WWE or anybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Or Michael Hernandez from the 559 that gives some good interviews. Yeah, he's great. What do we say? How does it feel to be a champ, bro?
Glory to God first, and then second, it's always, I don't know, bro. It's sunk in now. It's sunk in 100%. Now I embrace it. I embrace the being hunted. I embrace I don't know. It just feels amazing. It feels like a movie, my brother. Like I've told you, we've had this conversation off camera, but it just feels surreal. It feels like all the hard work I've done so far to this point, it doesn't feel like it's been enough, but it obviously look at the result because of obviously I've just become a better person and fighter throughout the journey, you know? It's just crazy.
The last time you were here, we had some pretty deep-rooted conversations. Yeah. Obviously, we focused more on our past and we focused more on our growth. And I don't know physically, but you can tell you've grown from the last podcast. And obviously, I've grown in other ways from our last podcast. But what really stood out to me, Germs, was the fact that you put it out there. You put it into fruition. You said, I'm going to be a purple belt, which you've done. Earned. You're going to be a well-balanced mixed martial artist, which you are. But now you said you wanted to hold that title, and you did. So as far as the journey, obviously you've I want to take it back a little bit. The last time you were here, you were fighting your second fight?
First. I think I just won my first one, didn't I?
Yes, you had just won your first one. You had braids, so you had fought the third fight, which was at the Bakersfield Combat. No, which was at Visalia.
My third fight was Bakersfield Combat.
So it was your second fight. So you're going into your second fight. just lost your first one.
Yes.
Yes. So you've had since then you've had 3 total fights afterwards. But take us back to kind of how it's been with the journey in regards to your fighting, and what kind of things have you been doing differently this time around?
With my fighting since my first fight?
Yeah. Since the last podcast, so your second fight.
Okay. So honestly, bro, it's just been surrounding myself with good people, good vibes, good intentions, people that have been there. And obviously I keep growing with every day with progression, with surrounding me with great people, especially now in my circle. But like after winning my first one, I just I gained experience because I have a strength condition coach now. I have teammates that have been there. Obviously, I wasn't the first one, so obviously seeing like my teammates come up and them grow, and then me eventually be a late bloomer and grow. It motivated me, and that changed it. It sparked something in my mind, as in like it can be done. So why not me? What my boys are doing, not in a bad way, because my boys are doing it for the right intentions, and just seeing them grow, it's like, dog, why not me? You know what I mean? And honestly, being on the podcast with you that one time, the first time ever, and then to now, it's like it's crazy because like it's been like just an experience, bro. Yeah, obviously you've grown with this, and then me too with fighting, and I feel like just looking back on the fruits of our labor, you could honestly say everything works out for the greater good in our lifetime. You know what I mean?
What I want to attack though is something that really that something happened last year, um, that could have been career ending,
Yeah.
and you were able to fight back, and you were able to grow from it, and you were able to put on an absolutely amazing show here in Bakersfield for that card. What was going through your mind when that was going on? If you can remember when the incident happened, the accident happened.
The accident? The accident, it changed. It changed. Dude, I thought I was done. I thought I was done fighting. I really did. It just, it sparked more faith in me. It sparked more belief, more through God, obviously, because I lean toward God. When I did fall short with the accident and everything fell apart, I was just like, man, it's over. And I that's when I pushed God away, and I said why, you know what I mean? And everything always happens for the greater good, like I said earlier. And I think that just sparked faith in me, belief, where I can do all things through Him, and that's where I was leaning towards more after I pushed God away, and I was like, I was mad, I was upset, but I asked for that. I asked for that to be pulled out that card, and for some reason, it just happened, obviously in a harsh way, but obviously it worked out. It worked out, bro, because like I said, it sparked belief in me. It sparked just my whys. Everything fell together. Like thinking about my family, thinking about my journey, thinking about my everything, bro. And it got. And then I fought. What, like 4 months after, dude?
3 months.
3 months after, but that was for 559. I fought for 559.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and I won, which is crazy. I felt so rusty too, but yeah, dude, that car crash changed everything, bro. It just, if I could survive a car crash, I could survive someone punching my face. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy because it wasn't something that was just a small little car crash. Like
No.
you're busted open.
Yeah.
It, it's just from my point of view, and I want to get this point out across. Like sitting in that waiting room, sitting in that room with you, like I couldn't tell you anything. I mean, I could and I did, but none of it mattered because at the end of the day, it was up to you whether or not you were going to get that belief back or even get that the idea out of your head that it was over.
Yeah.
And you know what really made it for me is when the doctor said, when you asked the doctor, and I remember like if it was yesterday when you asked him, so how long go till I can train? He goes, give it like about 6 weeks. And once I heard those 6 weeks, and you could have been asking it sarcastically, and I could have been hearing it sarcastically, and the doctor could have been bullshitting, but hearing 6 weeks out of his mouth was the most relief that I had felt that entire night. So, and I hope you took it that way too.
I did, but I knew the work. Uh, I kn- that's the thing with fighting, bro. You have to put in work every day in order. It sucks because you train so hard every day just for what 6 minutes in a cage, and that
9.
that 9. It just now 9, but it just goes to show that that's what hit me. That's what hit me. I was like, "Ah, I got to put in the work again. But with that being said, it was a relief because it made. I don't know, man. It's hard to talk about it because looking back, it's like, wow, I can't believe all that happened, and here we are. Not just a champion, but like a better human being, and that's what it's always about. You know what I mean? It's about representing yourself and your team and your family and your friends, and just being the best you and not faking the journey. You know what I mean? And I don't like faking the funk. You know what I mean? And I truly believe a lot of people fake the funk, but obviously they do it for the for their own reason. Not everyone's perfect, you know. And I love the clout too, but I have to push myself back and be like, no, this is for something else. It's not for me. It's for the bigger picture.
Yeah, I see it that way too. Nobody's perfect. Nobody's ever going to be perfect, regardless of the fact. Kind of taking it forward a little bit, and I really want to talk about that. I want to talk about what that means to you.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know what it mean. You know what it means to your team. We've talked about it, but what does that mean to you?
It's crazy. It's a dream come true, bro. It's a dream come true from always watching UFC with you and watching all these champions come up and become a champion and never really understanding what it felt to be a champion or what it took, but just seeing it and being like, wow, what if? You know what I mean? Like, and just the glory of it, the moment, how big it is when you hold a belt. And to me, it means a lot. Like, I couldn't believe it, bro. I really couldn't believe it. I cried, and I'm always gonna cry. I'm always gonna cry because that's me. That's who I am. But it's just, it's an honor, bro. It's an honor to be a champion. It really is.
For such a
It's
promising
yes.
promotion.
For 559, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
They've
559.
had so many champions and legit guys, bro. Legit guys in that organization, and like my boy's been one. My boy's almost been there. Like everybody's like, wow. Like we have a few other Bakersfield dudes out here too that have fought for that organization, and that it's big, bro. Especially if you want to make it big, 559 fights is where it's at.
Going into the fight, I want to talk about that. Like, what were you feeling going into that fight?
I was ready. I was ready. I was ready for a war. Like I told you off camera. I respected the guy. I respected the guy and his power. I just knew I was a well-rounded fighter, well-rounded enough to beat him. I knew I had more experience overall, but just with everything, with every because martial arts is everything. It's not just boxing. It's not just kickboxing. It's not just wrestling. It's not just, you know what I mean? You have to put it all together, and putting it all together, I think that really that gave me the confidence knowing, okay, I've been in jiu-jitsu matches. I've been in kickboxing matches where I barely won. But I've been doing MMA for a while, and I always get my ass beat. I lose more than I win, but obviously when the lights hit me, I just know I changed, bro. I know I can flip the switch, and I give it all to God because He gives me that peace and understanding that I know I'm going to be ready, you know?
Yeah. I can tell you this time I wasn't that nervous.
Don't lie. Don't lie.
People in the crowd could say I wasn't sweating. Usually that's my thing. Like I sweat because when I'm nervous, like I don't know what the fuck happens.
So how do you feel before you see me fight?
Bro, let me tell you, just to give you an insight. And I told you this before, but obviously on camera we're gonna say it. Your last fight, your previous fight, the one where you fought Oscar Pacheco. When you fought Oscar, I was more nervous for that one than I was for this one because I missed getting into the platform, the parking unit, 4 times. I went around that annoying ass little flip they have to be able to park into the parking structure 4 times before I can park.
Were you thinking of the moment or something?
I don't know what the hell was going on. And Meaty was telling me right here and I missed it. And then she told me right here and I missed it. And she told me right here and I missed it. I couldn't make up my mind that that's where I needed to park. That's how nervous I was at the second to last fight. This fight, I wasn't nervous. I parked. We got here on time. I walked in. We walked in, and it was chill. It was a good environment. We sat where we needed to sit. Honestly, I think every time you show up, we show out.
Shout out to the crowd.
Shout out to the crowd. Shout out to everybody that was there.
Everybody.
The last round. Talk about that. Talk about the second round, actually. Talk about the second round of the fight. That's where things got crazy.
Dude, I was so confident after that first round ended. I seen like blood coming out of his nose, and I was like, wow. I was like, I feel it. Like I feel like this. It felt primal. Like that moment felt so real. It brought me back to street fights I've been in. Like, oh, I'm winning this. But for some reason, once coach talked to me, everything just flew out the window, and I was like, I'm gonna just throw whatever. And I went off the game plan. I threw a bunch of random kicks, but dude, my gas tank got depleted. I honestly think hearing, and that was during the moment when the crowd started cheering and the crowd was getting into it. And I think mentally my mind went, oh, whoa, this is new. Because that's the first time we've ever fought in a packed arena like that. I say we because you've been part of every fight. And it started from being the fourth fight and then being the first fight to being last fight in the night, and then sixth fight, and now almost the main event. The arena was electric. It was crowd against crowd, my people against his people. And once I felt that energy, bro, I felt like my mind and my body went, oh, you're not used to this. So I started breathing heavy, and the moment was getting so big, bro. And I literally, but he rocked me because I switched without picking up my hands or doing anything. I froze, but still it was a good shot. That 1-2 I tried avoiding the whole time got me, and that was crazy.
That right?
The 1-2, and then once the 2 got me, and he luckily he missed, bro, and he didn't rock my head all the way, and damn, I knew I still had it in me, but
I think that was supposed to happen though, because that woke you the fuck up.
Part of the journey.
No, not even that, but like it woke you up because you weren't flat-footed at any point of the fight. It doesn't matter, first, second, or third round. That first round, people can say what they want. You were up 1-0. Takedowns. They weren't full, but they were takedowns.
I think so.
That second round, to me, even with the knockdown, bro, you still dominated.
I think that knockdown wins you a lot of points.
Yeah.
But we were
obviously
close.
we weren't the rest, right? But to me, 1-1, worst case scenario, best case scenario, you're up 2-0. That third round, let me tell you, from my point of view, I was up, right? I couldn't sit down, bro. I couldn't. Once you shot that 15-mile shot that you shot, bro, that radius was from here to fucking Starbucks right here off the freeway. Yeah. Once you shot it, and you hooked that ankle, I was like, finish.
I wasn't getting off of him, bro.
I was like, finish. Finish.
That goes back to my gym, like how we talked about the grappling base that we are. You know, we are a grappling team first. We are good strikers. We can strike. All my boys can get down. I can get down. I got hands. But it goes back to having the best base for MMA. This is mixed martial arts, and you want to learn how to grapple.
Exactly, and that's what I told you too. Mm-hmm. You went in with the mindset that your hands were the best thing you got, and like I told you last night, they're not.
No.
Your best asset is your grappling skills. Yes. You got on that kid and didn't get off and still dominated. Yeah, I didn't get off. You were active. Yeah. And that's what I kept screaming. Like I play it back. I was like, active, stay active. Because if you just lay on them, the refs aren't going to give you, obviously the riding points, but it's not much, right? Once you started grounding, pounding, once you started doing all that extra stuff, trying to go for the win, like it was yours.
You know what I love too, though? I love the aura of the arena. Like 559 is legit. When it comes to having the light, the entrance to the cage, it's as big as it gets. It's not UFC. Obviously, it's never UFC, but it's never going to be because UFC is UFC. But it gets you prepared for what a moment like that is, which is big, and everything is legit as it gets.
Bro, the quality of work that 559 puts out is legit. Like from their videographers to photographers to
commentary with
music, commentary. It's legit as it gets. Like, obviously, we went to one UFC fight prior. You won a UFC event prior.
Cool.
You've gone to pro promotions before. Like, how does that compare to you? Like the pro promotion to like the 559
it's cool. It's like I said,
it goes hand in hand, right?
It gets you ready for the big show. Obviously, the rounds no, because from bouncing to 3 minutes to 5 minutes is that's a big difference. Right. But especially 2 minutes to 3 minutes is like, it's still a little. I wish it was always 3 minutes, 3 threes. You know what I mean? I think that would get you prepared for the 5-5s that you're gonna have, or the 5-3s you're gonna have as a pro. Yeah. And that's eventually, you know, what's gonna happen. But
you know what? Where I really want to give you your flowers is your training regimen. Oh, you obviously you're not pro yet.
No,
but so you work. But talk about all the other stuff that you're going around just fighting, because people just go and watch you fight, but they don't see the back end of things. Like, talk about all that your journey part, that part of your training, that, you know, your journey there.
Yeah. obviously I do work. I can't be a bum, so I gotta work. But it's just doing things behind the scenes, bro. Not everything. I don't post everything, but things I do post, obviously, is for to get it out there. Obviously, I'm doing something, and I'm a business myself now. But it's just always putting in work, bro. Like if you're shadow boxing, if you're lifting a little bit of weights, and it's not really heavy weights to like what is it to not finish till full exhaustion. In other words,
Like
you want
burnouts?
yeah, you want to have another workout throughout the day, and I do 2 a days. I do 3 a day sometimes. You know what I mean? I'll box in the morning. I'll do strength conditioning in the morning.
Who do you box with?
I'll box with Victory Boxing, and right now I'm boxing with Warm Up Athletics. Right there's cool. I work out with them. They're cool, and then they're awesome. And then I have my strength conditioning coach right there, and then obviously
Shout out your strength and conditioning
yes,
coach.
and Warm Up Athletics with Martin, and then we got Dante with Rise Above, and then I got my MMA coach, and then I love cross training, bro. Like when we cross train, I think that's what makes me a lot better too, because you see different looks.
You do cross training?
Yeah. Well,
What?
I go to some gym called KD. The boys took me, Isaac and Adrian, and a bunch of Armenians, and they are sick, bro. They are sick. Killers, bro. Killers.
Is that where you went to yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
They
I was like
beat
cross training. I was like,
yeah. They beat me up, bro. But honestly, that's what you need. You need guys that are going to elevate you, and they're cool and respectful, and they'll whoop your ass, and they'll tell you the truth. Like, oh, brother, get this better, brother. And they're just cool people, man. Killers. Like, Pargay. You looked up his thing, and
seventh time?
Yeah, 7 times. Seven belts,
time,
brother.
baby.
But yeah, man, I think it's just doing the little things, like the little stretches, cold plunges, shadow boxing, like I said, bag work, and staying consistent. And days you don't want to do something, that's when you should do it, and that's when it matters. I truly believe.
See, and honestly, you are the epitome of. There's obviously you and your teammates, but a lot of athletes out there are the epitome of no excuses.
Yeah.
Right, because not only do you work, but you work at warm up. Then you have to do strength and conditioning. Then you have to have work at the shoot, and then all this stuff, and still find time to take care of yourself, right? Yeah. So I'll still got to find time to eat, still got to find time to sleep, So there's no excuses. There's plenty of time in the day, and I've adapted to that. Like I've adopted it. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you for putting in all the hard work, because it's showing. You don't just show up to fight. Like it's not as easy as that.
It's not easy, bro. And it sucks. Obviously, like we had this talk before. It's primal. Anyone can fight. You know what I mean? But it really takes a hardworking individual where you train every day to fight for 9 minutes in a cage in front of people, and that's what separates you. And honestly, bro, like just being from starting to 0-1 to now being 4-1 it's been such a blessing to know what hard work is. You know what I mean? It really is those lonely, gritty days when you don't want to do it, when you don't want to get up, when your body hurts, and you still do it. You are an athlete, and I've surrounded myself with good enough people where I buy into every system, and I see their hard work, and you know what I mean? Everyone around me is awesome, bro, working their asses off, and that elevates my game.
You know what? Another thing I want to touch bases on with you, Germ, is weight cutting.
Sucks.
Yeah, I want to talk about weight cutting. I want to talk about, what are you weighing now? No, let me take it. It's like 164.
Yeah, because I told you.
No, you didn't.
163. But
163.
Yeah, 163.
So you have to get all the way down to 145.
Yeah.
For the people at home that watch these UFC weigh-ins, like myself, talk to me about the process of weighing in, or your process of weighing in, actually.
Mine, I diet throughout the camp. I won't settle on a strict diet until like a month out. And then I'll be 150 the week of fight day. So I just water load a gallon of water, 2 gallons of water, then slowly cut it. And then I cut 5 pounds, I cut 5 pounds on weight day. And honestly, bro, it sucks. It's the worst thing you could ever do to yourself. It's like, it's annoying. You're already over it because you're starving. And just having to cut weight, that's the hardest thing before a fight. That makes the fight worth it. That's the hardest part of the job. You know what I mean? It's cool though. I suffer, but obviously, like I'm one of those when I'm in there and I'm already suffering, and I know I'm almost there, and I'm in so much pain. I be like singing worship songs out loud, and I'm in the sauna, and it's mine. Like let me it's a packed sauna. You know what I mean? It's a packed sauna with random people from Visalia, and they're all just listening to me. And it's funny though because I had a lady add me, and I guess she followed 559 Fights, and she followed me. And that day I fought recently for the belt, she was like, good luck. I seen you at the sauna. You're praising the Lord, and we're rooting for you. And I was like, yeah. I was like, heck yeah, good vibes, bro. But the weight cut sucks. At the end of the day, no one likes cut.
Do you want to talk about the weight cut this last time?
It was easy.
How much were you weighing before the weight cut?
I was doing bad, bro. I didn't take my diet too serious, and I was fat. I was skinny fat still, and I weighed 158 2 weeks before, and I weighed 160, and I cut 5 2 weeks out. And then the week of, I cut another 5, and I kept texting. I was like, "Bro, I weigh this much. What should I eat?
I think this is the most into your weight cut that I've actually like been tracking. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, he's at 153 today. Fuck, like it's gonna be gnarly."
Yeah, I barely made it,
Yeah.
but the weight cut was smooth. But it was just the process to getting to it because I took forever, and I didn't take it as serious. My diet, it was just like, damn, I could have done much more.
You did mention that this time you had to be 145.
I know, it was crazy.
You had to. So non-title fights, what's your threshold?
146. And it's so crazy because coach was like, he told me 2 weeks out, you have to be 145 championship weight. And that's when I was like, oh, he's right. Because this is a championship fight. And that's what championship weight is, 145.0. And that's just discipline, bro. That's just that comes down to you wanting it. Every fighter wants it, but it's like, do you really want it? You know what I mean? Do you really?
Thank you for transitioning that way, because now I want to ask you, like, what keeps you motivated every day?
I love praising the Lord, man, throughout this journey, but that's always my first and foremost, everything. And then my fam. I love my family. I love you guys. I love my mom. I love my brother. I love my sister. I love my Ellie. I love everyone, man. And then obviously friends, family, and people that believe in me, everyone. Now it's like, I think of it and it's like legacy. It's like, I truly believe, like, I want to, now that I'm here, it's like, why not keep going? And I think of like everyone that's been part of my journey. I don't want to disappoint them. And everybody's with me on this ride. So why not give it everything I got? You know what I mean? I'm not the best. I'm not the most talented. I'm not the most stylistic fighter where I'm flashy, but I'm always down to fight. I got heart, bro. And it motivates me. Everyone motivates me.
I think the flashiest thing you've done is cry, honestly. No, I'm just kidding. I think the flashiest thing you've done is taunt your most recent opponent after the first round.
That was fire. I've never done something like that.
You never have.
Never have. But that was a war, bro. And I just know he brought the dog out in me, and I was scared of that fool. But honestly, respectfully, I was just like, I know it's mine. Like, I just know it. Like, yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat me.
And most definitely, shout out to him. Obviously, he was in there putting in the work, and respect all always. But it's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we'll keep it pushing.
Yeah, I keep pushing.
BJJ, your weakest, your used to be weakest part of your game. Talk about how that complimented you as a fighter now.
Jeez.
How does it compliment you?
Grappling changes everything, bro. From my first fight when I got out grappled, and then just, it's fun. Jiu-jitsu is so gay, respectfully. It's so gay, but it's like just manhandling another man. It's like, it's so awesome, bro. You get such a good workout. You get such, like, it just changes your whole game, bro, and it humbles you. Boxing gives you some hands and it gives you confidence, but I think wrestling, when you're all gassed out and you're trying to push and get on top or stay on bottom for a submission, it just humbles you, bro. It's just, you leave it all out there sweating. You've been there in those wrestling mats, how intense that is. That's honestly improved my game 100%.
Yeah.
I'm a grappler now, brother.
I know. Hey.
It's funny.
Talk about when you almost got down at the BJJ match.
That guy. I know, dude. We're just scrapping, bro. He slapped me, and I was like, "Oh, we're slapping each other." And I slapped him back, and I hear my coach saying, "No, no, no," and Adrian's just cheering on. It's that dog, bro. It's when I get in that cage, it's like everything changes. Like, I literally flip that switch. You've seen that, and I don't become angry. I become mean. Where, like, I know, like I just embrace that. I embrace that war aspect of it now, and I love the cage. You know what I mean? Obviously. I'm a cage fighter, so.
No, we'll see. I mean,
we'll see.
I think that's what you are.
So cool.
You know, it's funny when I gotta stop saying. You know what's funny? Mikey and Lily came down, right? And they prior to the fight, they were talking shit as always, and we were talking shit about the fact that I get nervous, and Meaty's like, yeah, you start sweating, you don't this and that, whatever. And then, excuse me, during the fight, I seen Mikey. I was like, you sweating yet, fool? This fool was nervous. Lily was nervous. Mikey was nervous.
Meaty was nervous.
Meaty was nervous. I was.
You were nervous.
I wasn't nervous. I was chill. But do you feel pressure like when you have obviously Mikey and Lily came down this time, but did you feel a little bit extra pressure when you know certain people are coming or anything like that, or is it all like pretty even out?
That's a really good question. I want to say yes, but I want to say no because at the end of the day, it's just me in there. Right. But I love taking that energy in before I fight. Like as I walk out when they station me, I like looking at the crowd and trying to find who's with me during that night. You know what I mean? And I'll bite off that energy and I'll see them. And usually you guys always see me. Anyone always sees me. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, yes, like, here I go. Like this, I'm here for them. Like they're here to watch me not only represent, but put on a show. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what I'm here to put on a show, bro. I'm here to win, always win. But I'm not going out in a boring fashion. You know what I mean?
Fight of the night?
Fight of the night. Fight of the night. I wish you guys paid me. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. But it's cool, man. I know fight of the night. That is crazy, bro. Fight of the night for a belt. That just shows that it was a war and it was. I just want to keep going, bro. I'm very motivated to keep going.
Do you think it's gonna be now that you're champ, now that you're head of the table, now that you're the hunted? Do you think you're gonna be a lot more nervous defending your belt rather than when you were chasing it?
I think I'm gonna have more fun. I think I'm more loose. I think I'm more like it's never been too serious. I wrote down that I wanted to be a champion and I've become a champion, but honestly, it's about who I am. I'm still that goofy guy and I'm gonna be that goofy guy before that cage, and once I get out that cage, I'm still that same old guy, and there's no pressure, bro. There's no pressure when preparation meets the situation. You know what I mean? When you prepare for that moment, anything can happen. So there's no reason to be nervous. You know what I mean? You feel me?
I do. Yeah, I do. And I hope you take it that way. Like I hope, and you know, leading up to the fight, in the fight, after fight, like at the end of the day, like I've told you, it doesn't matter whether you stop fighting today, tomorrow, the next day. Where your ride or dies, no matter what, dog. Yeah. We want to see you winning in life, no matter what. You know what I mean? You have given us the ability to enjoy life a little bit better, seeing you fight, seeing you win, seeing you lose. Yeah. You know, seeing your journey is what's important to us.
And it's about losing too, though, bro. I've lost more than I've won. Obviously, it looks like I've won more, but I've lost so much more than I've won. And that's made me so much better, and I think that's it's going back to humbling me. You know what I mean? And that's made me a champion before I was a champion. You feel me?
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's crazy. And how do you feel? Let me ask you that. And now that I am defending, how do you think you'll be? Like, oh man, this dude's defending, putting this belt on the line. That's crazy. Me
personally, not that it really matters much, but me personally, goddamn, I'm riding high, dog. I'm riding a wave it's not coming down, homie. Like real talk. Like nervous, nah. You're if anything, like I told you, you're the guy, right? So they have more to lose than what you do. Yeah, you have your title. Now, do you have to be hungry? Yeah, yes. I think that's where it's gonna be the hardest part, because you're at the top of the amateur game right now. I feel like you can't get complacent because you got nothing but hungry dogs coming after you. I feel like that's where I'm nervous, right? Yeah. Just so you can keep your fire. But other than that, as far as you putting in the work and getting your ground game even better, you improving your hands and stuff like that, nah. You've always been a hard worker. You know what I mean? So it's just about you keep continuing to put the work in and improve, and be happy about your camps. Yeah. You know, and that's the most important thing. But nah, I'm not nervous.
I think it's just awesome, bro. I literally have a bite of everything, as in, like, if we're talking about, like, food-wise, like, I have a slice of everything I need in order to be successful. And it's just about me eating from every single plate. You know what I mean? And we could all be one team and be great. There's no reason to be. I'm gonna box more. I'm gonna kickbox more. I'm gonna grapple more. No, I'm gonna work out more. No, I could mix it all together to be the full me and represent everything.
I feel like everything happens for a reason, right? So, talking about your first fight, you lacked in grappling.
Yes.
Talking about your second fight, you didn't lack in anything because you dominated in what they were trying to come after you for, right? Yeah. So you flipped the switch on the grappling game. You improved, and you got the TKO finish. Third fight, again, try to get on the ground with you. It's not gonna work, and you got a TKO finish.
Clinch work.
You got a TKO finish. Fourth fight, you got what you wanted, which is standing bang, and you dominated in the ground game. So it's just you got an engine. You just got to keep working on your tank.
Yeah, I know. Cardio, brother. Cardio is where it's at.
Cardio is where you lack the most. What do you think you're going to do differently this upcoming fight?
Run more. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just I have like a partial broken nose. So obviously, like, I feel like I don't get enough air. But that's no excuse, dog. I just still put in the work. But I got to run double now, triple. I was running at the Bluffs, but I guess it didn't work. So
you gotta send your ass to fucking.
Hey, the homie that's a Dagestan. The homie was breathing hard too.
No, I know.
But I was, hey man, run and swim.
No, but now you got a taste of 3-minute rounds.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So it's like with all these champs in the UFC, they have this experience of going the distance with 5-minute rounds. With someone coming up, obviously they know how to now adapt to the time.
Yes.
Not rush it. That's what I can tell you from your first, maybe even the second fight. You're not rushing into things. You're going nice and smooth, little Nate Diaz movement. Like it's easy. It looks easier to you.
It's more funner. I think the process leading up to it, because I know how it's just the buildup is amazing, bro. It really is. Like, it's so cool. Like from weigh-ins to waiting to fight to going to the arena to get all your paperwork done, to get stationed in the back where nobody's there, and then to walk out in the cage when it's empty, just soaking it in. It's just, and then coming back in to get your hands wrapped and eventually fighting. It's like, and you hear the roars, you hear everything. It's just like, wow, like it's such a high that I only a few people will ever understand unless you do it.
This is a serious question, and just because I know how you are, how do you think you're gonna be able to adjust to the limelight of 559? Because as far as them, they promote their fighters, a bunch. How do you think you're gonna be able to adjust to it? Because you're not the best social person out there.
I'm not, but my work will speak for itself. I think just winning and representing myself in a good way.
Yeah,
I can represent the organization correctly. And just working hard, bro. I want to keep winning, and I don't want to lose. I don't want to taste defeat. And being the best champ I can be, and they can't strip me if I don't lose, dog. And I don't plan on losing respectfully, and I'm going to keep working hard and just, it's fighting, bro. Just keep training. Keep training for life. Yeah.
Damn, that was a bar right there, G.
That's a bar.
That was a bar right there.
Bar. I can rap, too. No, I can't. I can't. I love you.
Come on, bro. Have you rap for any of your teammates or what?
Nah, they don't believe in
me. Neither did all the labels that didn't sign you in. Obviously you want to defend your belt. Yeah. So what's coming up in your calendar?
I'm fighting July 12th. I'm at the 559 Arena again, Barcelona Convention Center, defending it. No opponent yet. I just know for sure I got that date, and I'm ready to go. We're 2 months out. We're not ready to go right now, but we're working on it. But yeah, and I got a jiu-jitsu match for Valley Fight Series June 28th, I believe. But just train, bro. Just train and work hard and be with the fam and enjoy myself. Right now I'm flowing. I'm loose. I'm trying new things. I'm not too serious in camp, because during fight camps you can't learn anything. You're just working out and for a fight. When you're not in fight camp, which I'm not yet, I think in 2 weeks I will be. Just flow and practice some new stuff, spinning back kicks, But I don't know.
As far as any new goals though, I mean, do you want to learn any moves? Do you want to, without saying too much, obviously, and then or do you want to gain a new experience, a new strap for your BJJ? Like, what do you
Mm,
want it to do?
I could reveal it. I don't really care. I mean, it's not. You still got to stop me at the end of the day. You could always say it. You could say it, but it's like, it's about. I don't know. It's about another human trying to stop it. But I'm just gonna keep improving, bro. I mean, grappling wise, striking wise, I want to get better at. Personally, I want to get better at getting inside. I think so. I think that'll benefit me, like to box and hurt someone. But other than that, nothing new. Maybe nothing new under the sun, man.
We're gonna improve on that Superman punch or what?
It was good. It was okay. It was hesitant, but
It was a baby one, dog. It was a baby. You were scared, huh?
Yeah.
A counter?
I don't want to get clocked.
Yeah. Nah, it's like I didn't even see it
No.
until I watched the video. I was like, "What the fuck? You threw a Superman punch?"
You know what's crazy though? I'm pretty sure for the next one, when we do the next podcast, I think I'm gonna be a pro by then. I truly believe so, and I'm gonna put it out there because I believe. I think I'll be close to everything, to closing out my amateur record and my dream. You know what I mean? Not dream, but obviously like career, I guess, as an AMI. You never know.
Just don't forget that hard work beats talent any day when talent doesn't work hard. You know what I mean? And as long as you keep putting in that work, the sky's the limit.
Yeah,
You
and
can
whatever
do the hell
happens,
you want.
if whatever happens, as amateurs, you know what I mean. Obviously, we're here to prove that we belong. But whatever happens, and I still have a goal in mind to be great. You know,
Look, because at the end of the day, your record doesn't fucking matter.
no, it doesn't matter.
Here, it doesn't matter. You're already 4-1. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say no knock on wood bullshit, but you're already 4-1. Record doesn't matter. You're getting your experience. That's what matters, right? Seeing different looks. You've seen every look possible that you can. Keep fucking doing it, dog. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I'm not Ray Lewis, but god damn it, you know?
It just goes back to my team, bro. It's different styles, and I love my team. If you guys want to join the Shoot MMA, but it's like legit, bro. Like, we have killers. Like, we have dudes, different styles, and always something new. And it's fun. It's not serious, man. We're having fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Training's fun.
It's not. It is. It is.
Let's kind of throttle it down a little bit. As far as when you get done fighting, obviously you get this giant rush, but what's your go-to meal when you get done fighting?
Man, if I could have pancakes every night after fighting, I would. But man, just a milkshake. Now it's been a milkshake. After my first one and second fight, it was a beer, I'll be honest, and it was like some healthy food or some wings maybe from Buffalo Wild Wings. But now it's just been a milkshake and just good community. It's a trip because so many people come to my fight, so many people congratulate me, and I'm always after a fight. Now I'm just on my phone trying to repost, trying to thank everybody, and it's like thousands, bro. It's so annoying, but I love it because it's like it's so many people supporting me. So I'm just right there on the table. Hey, hold up, boys. I gotta tell them I love them and thank you for coming. You know what I mean? It's hard to keep track, bro. Now that I've grown more into the sport,
Bro, you have a caravan.
I know. I love them all. I love everybody.
It's
bro.
insane
From Bakersfield, taking it out to the 559, bro.
It's insane
travel.
how many people, bro, go. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, no disrespect to all your families and friends, 559 fighters, but when and I've seen not just you, but all your teammates, like when it comes down to riding of Visalia, no one does it better. Because when we see fighters from LA or we see fighters from Santa Maria or we see fighters from Sacramento, they don't ride like that.
They don't ride like that, bro.
It's a culture. It's people can talk shit about Bakersfield, Arvin, Lamont, Weed Patch. It doesn't matter. It's a culture shit.
Roll deep, 661.
Neta.
661.
Neta. That's some real shit.
That's why I always say 661. Let's mob. Let's get there.
It's
you know
true.
What I mean?
You know, it's not just
up.
it's fucking 661.
That's why I brought the 559 belt to the 661.
Dominant. Hey, you own the 145-pound division right now, dog.
So yeah, we good. We out here, and they're coming. But I'll be ready, bro. It won't be easy for them or me. You know what I mean? It's gonna be fun.
You know what I appreciate also from you starting to fight just fight in general, is that I can study game. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I appreciate that. Like, obviously, my backstory is I used to coach and I used to play. I used to coach, study film for years, study other teams, playbooks and stuff. So, being able to have the opportunity to be able to watch fighters you're gonna be going up against and studying, even though it may get annoying to say, "Hey, this fool lacks at this. You got it at this. Like, just stay away from this." I know you got a coach. I'm not saying I'm a coach, but I like watching film,
It's
and
fun.
I appreciate the fact that you allow me to at least you tell me the fighter that you're going up against, and you allow me to at least say, "Hey, have you thought
What do
about
you
this
think?
kind of thing? What do you think?" Kind of shit. But I love it. It's dope, bro. Like, there's no fighter that you fought that's better than you, and I can tell you hands down. Respectfully, taking it back, the fighter that if they didn't throw you a 2-1 fighter, you'd be undefeated right now.
I'm happy I lost though.
I know, and like I told you, it's good that you lost because you tasted defeat and you know what you're made of. But respectfully, if they didn't throw you to the wolves,
He threw me to the wolves.
you'd be undefeated right now.
He was good, bro. He's cool, man. I want
And
to
you
train with him.
almost got the dub. Just letting you know, twice
Photograph.
with the choke and with the being on his chest, which you were in this. Like I said, you were in the same predicament this fight,
Same position.
but this time you were able to maneuver and get around that.
Hey. Because grappling, bro, changes the game.
Grappling,
Young
yeah.
Khabib, all those guys are savages, bro. It's crazy.
It's just unreal. It's unreal, and I couldn't be any more proud of you.
Looking back on it, I thank you, and I'm grateful for everything. Everything it's made me and it's brought happiness to my culture, to my community, to my teammates. It's amazing. My coach is cool. Like everyone's cool, man. It's changed my life, bro. Fighting has changed my life. God has, but fighting has elevated it to a different level where I have a purpose and a future, and God has really aligned that for me to be successful. And I want to keep on working hard, but in a good, positive way where you're not being negative, being too cocky. Because I'm confident. You can mistake it for cockiness, but I've been there. I've been in those moments where I've gotten dropped. I've been in those moments where I'm sweating. I don't want to do something, but I push through it, and that's what separates me. And I truly believe that's what separates a winner from a champion. You know what I mean? At least now that I've been there, because I've seen my boys. Like I've seen my boys come up and how hard they work and what they push through to be successful. And like it's always cool having someone that's been there, so you can relate to. You know what I mean? And that's helped me out mentally, because going back to why not me, dog? Why not me? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
and,
cool.
and don't get it twisted. You weren't a 5-star athlete,
No,
not a 4-star athlete,
not even a 3.
or a 2, or a 1.
I was clumsy. I still am.
Yeah. So for people that may mistake it, you weren't an athlete, but you don't have to be an athlete to be able to put in the work and get better.
No.
And that's where I think, bro, that's where you should elevate yourself. Obviously, like you said, it's okay to be confident. And shit, sometimes it's okay to be cocky because nobody else is in there putting in the work but you. But you don't gotta be an athlete to be able to do what you're doing.
You just gotta believe, bro.
Believe.
You gotta believe. And
I believe.
I believe. I want to make some shirts like that. I believe. But it always goes back to that, bro. Belief. What's your belief system? What's your faith? What carries you through the bad? What carries you even through the good when you're not looking back or looking up in the sky? As in, you know what I mean? Are you not asking for favor just because it's going good? Nah, it's about belief daily in what you do, and that's part of life. That's not just part of my journey being a champion. It's part of my life on being successful, at least with my job, with my relationship, with my friendships, with whatever I have coming for me in the unknown. You know what I mean? Especially in the unknown, bro. You know, with doing a podcast, you don't know how it's gonna go, but it's about that belief and that faith that gets you to that next level. That gets you to whatever circumstance, whatever outcome it is throughout the process. I believe whatever it's gonna happen, whatever is gonna grow from that is gonna grow. It's like a seed, watering it daily. You know what I mean? It's like that seed, man. That's what I live by.
I like that.
Buy your hats. Nah. Why'd you do that?
Why you have that one there? That's crazy.
I can't wear it over the.
Don't look goofy, though. Yeah. Don't look goofy. Don't look
It's
goofy.
okay. I'm a goofy guy.
How do you feeling? You feeling good?
I feel good, bro. Amazing. Wait, body wise or everything?
No, wait.
Podcast wise?
Podcast wise.
Amazing, bro.
Right. Really, like we've pretty much hit every single point. It's just, you talk really fast. Do you have any message to your fans, to up and comers, or even to your past self?
My past self is done, bro. I'm over that. I can't. I'm with it. Hey, that's in the trash, homie. But people up and coming. I want to say, just stick to something. Stick to something. Don't try to be everything all at once. Be patient. Be patient and stick to something and let it grow with you, not just for you. Because if you really want to become that person throughout the process that you're trying to develop, then let it rain. Let it rain. Don't just let it be sunny. You know what I mean? Let it rain and let it grow with you and be great. Everyone has greatness. So I truly believe it's not just about fighting. You could be great in podcasting. You could be great in being awesome to someone in your job. You know what I mean? Everybody lives a different life, but I don't know, man. Just leave a positive light in life, and it's easier said than done. But I think it's possible. I really do think it's possible. Just
Message to your fans.
All my fans, I love them. I love everybody, bro. I love everybody, bro. I'm just grateful, bro. I really am. Even if you don't go to my fight and you watch and you support, I don't care. I love you. Like I'm grateful, bro. And if you go to my fight, I love you too. I love all. It's crazy, bro. The support I've had throughout the process, like from the first fight to the last, it's just like wow. And it's just even people from 559, bro, from Visalia know me and they support me. It's crazy. They're like, oh yeah, there's that crybaby. Nah. But it's cool.
I didn't
dude.
say it. Come out of my mouth.
But it's cool, man. I'm a champ, man, and I'm grateful for it. And I'm thankful. I really am for everybody. It's crazy.
I'm glad. Because we put in all the hard work and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. No, we're grateful for you, and I can speak from every single one of us. Thank you for being a shining light in some of our darkest days. But as far as thank you for giving us experiences.
Yeah.
Experiences that not everybody can be a part of. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for you, I would have never gone to a 559 event. No diss to 559. I just didn't know about it. I would have never gone to a Baker Sold event. I would have, thank you for the experiences. Thank you for putting in the work, and it's appreciated day in and day out. My daughter, your goddaughter, she says "pelea de Nino" for a reason, because she loves watching you fight. Even though she knows very little, she'll still say "peleamos como Nino." So you're giving her experiences, and you're her shining light on some of her darkest days. So I really appreciate you. Any last words that you want to give to anybody, even to yourself or to your teammates, to your coaches, to all the sponsors that you've had? Now's the time.
Just thank you, bro. Just thank you. I mean, that's as basic as I can get and real with it. Like no front. Just thank you. From the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean? Obviously, and we're not done. That's why, you know what I mean? We're still writing the book, so there's still many more. And shout out to everybody, bro.
Keep it in your calendars. Make sure to write it down. Tell your grandmas, grandpas, uncles, aunts, cousins,
your dogs,
sisters, your dogs, your cats. We don't like cats. July 12th, you will be defending your title.
Yes.
Your 559 145-pound title. We're rolling deep, and that day's already set aside. And obviously, we'll keep it posted. Go ahead and let them know what your socials are, and that's a wrap.
German Tabota _MMA.
German Tabota _MMA on Instagram.
That I forgot
it. Hit him up. You ever want to say any kind words or anything like that? Hit him up, and he's not famous yet, so he'll definitely reply to you. That's it for the Unmasked podcast. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And that's it. We're out.
Let's go.